And we're back. Okay, so have we what is the current plan? Because there's been a lot of them, and I can't always keep track. Just want to make sure that, I'm saying the right things.
Pack the boat with explosives.
That's a new one.
That's a new one.
What are you going to get up to?
Are we going to do the hang out in the wooded area or outbuilding till dark and see what happens after dark, or are we going to go out in the boat and observe from there? I think those were the two that we were kind of deciding on.
Either works for me.
Seamus, George?
I still think we should leave. I don't think this is a good idea at all.
Come this far.
Well, I still think we need to figure out like who's here, how far we can get, the defenses, 'cause we haven't really spent the time to see. I mean, next thing we know, we come, try to sneak in, and we haven't, seen things that were clearly the number of people that might be present. If there's any dogs or things like that, I keep saying. So we need to keep watch. That's where I am.
Hey, probably the better place to do that from is on the island, either in the woods or skulking around the outbuildings or something. I mean, until Dr. Moreau lets all the creatures out.
All right. Is that what you guys are going to do?
I guess we're
Yes.
watching the place.
Yep.
Okay. And you're watching it from the island.
Sure.
And you're leaving your boat on the boat dock.
Yep.
Okay.
Because we might have to get off of the island.
If the boat's still there.
Well,
Tell me where you're
make a
hiding.
run for the boat. We'll cross that bridge.
Tell me where you're hiding.
We'll need someplace with a good vantage point of the house. Probably somewhere in between the house and the dock and between the outbuilding. We had to go by the outbuilding from the dock. Probably a little ways past the outbuilding in the wood line.
Okay, so you're in the wood line between the dock and the outbuilding.
Well, we need to, if there's a good vantage point, to see the house from there as well.
Okay. Yeah, you can see the house from there. Okay, I am going to need stealth rolls from you guys.
Stay away from George.
Yeah, man.
I stay away from Seamus. I stay away from myself.
Okay,
Yes.
excellent.
Woo!
So,
Wait, what? So wait, is what's his name not with us?
I'm gonna say for just he's kind of off to the side doing his own thing. If you desperately need him to try to do something, I'll NPC him. But
He's watching the
for
boat.
the average stuff,
Well, it
he's
matters, right? Because he's either watching a boat or he's in the tent.
okay. Tell me what you would. I mean, do you want him to be here, or do you want him to be back watching your campsite?
I wasn't quite sure.
Someone should be watching the boat. Because that's our way off the island.
Okay.
Supposedly.
You want him to be in the boat?
He's on the boat. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'll stick him on the boat.
Okay.
Your guard duty.
He is on the boat. Great.
Some good.
Then I will roll stealth for Jack if I can find Jack's character sheet.
And we're just stomping around like Bigfoot out there.
Just keep falling down.
Tracks all over the snow.
We're trying to cover our tracks and then trying to cover our tracks make more tracks.
Okay. Jack is
Winnable.
actually stealthy on the boat. So he is
which is totally
hiding
useless.
under a piece of oilcloth or something. However, the boat itself isn't that stealthy. And after a little while of you being there, you see
Getting wise to us.
6 dudes come running up to the front door of the house. Let's see, I'm gonna put you guys. We'll just put you off in this dark section here.
What?
Let me just do some reveal here, and we'll say that this is the woods that you guys are hiding in. So,
Welcome to Mook Central.
6 dudes come running up to the front door, and they you hear them very clearly yelling, there's a boat on the dock, it's not one of ours. And
Are they housekeepers?
they're dressed kind of guard like.
Got red uniforms on.
Exactly. No, you guys are screwed. They've got gold uniforms on, so
They got what?
they got gold uniforms on, not red. So you guys are screwed. So they one of them kind of goes into the house. Actually, two of them are going to go into the house, and the other 4 are going to start fanning out. 2 of them are going to head for the boat. The other 2 are going to start fanning out on the island. And you guys weren't that stealthy, so they're probably going to find you pretty quick.
Bees!
Dogs that spit bees.
The other 2 guys are heading down to the boat launch, and 2 of the guys have gone into the house. 2 guys are heading to your position. You think that they're gonna find you pretty soon.
Run
What?
away! Run away! Wait, so we see this though.
You see this.
All right.
So it's 4-on-2. We can take down.
Let me just...
Well, it's not. I mean, wait a minute. Now we can't just like shoot these people. And I say we try to lose them in the woods.
No, we need to get to the boat. How are we going to get off the island if we don't have the boat?
What about the bridge?
Isn't that like on the other side of the island? This is like a 6,000 acre residence or something, right?
It's
Yep.
totally doable.
Oh,
It's gonna take us a while, anyways.
no, our best play now is to go and meet these people and tell them that it was a mistake.
Also
think we-
entertaining.
Yeah, next time we're on the island and we see a dock and we want to be stealthy, let's not go onto the dock.
I get it.
Where's the party at, gents?
Yeah, we should try to talk our way out of it, right?
Right, try and talk your way out of it.
They have numbers. Oh my goodness.
All right, we outnumber them.
No, there's
For the
6 of
moment,
No, 2 went in the house. 2 are coming at us.
it's true. Two
2
in
are
the
going to
house,
the
but
dock.
the-
So the
I
only one
presume
that's
that there's more in
outnumbered
the
is in the boat.
You want to throw your decks
Yep.
in the counter here?
I don't think we should. I mean, if we get into a fight here, anyways, then,
we don't have to fight.
It's true. You do
Don't
not
fight.
have to fight.
Do not have to fight. I was for running.
So who's got the best social skill that can talk their way out of this one?
that would be Tark, right?
That would be the guy
Yeah.
on the boat. Yep.
On a boat.
Perfect. They'll eventually get there.
All right. Okay, so
Oh, I guess I'm no longer injured.
Martin, you're going to be acting first. You see these two guys coming up to your position in the woods, and they very clearly see you. And they're pretty clearly English, and they kind of cry out, "What are you all doing there?"
Bathroom.
Yeah, we tell them we had to go.
Bathroom break.
We had to go to the bathroom. We've been drinking all day on the boat. What with the boat?
That's a mighty fine
We just tell them the truth.
lodge. The truth.
We didn't want to pee up by the side of the building, so we went to the woods.
And
you know
I'm
that
pretty
guy's-
sure that
Don't even get out of the boat.
So I'm gonna need a fast talk skill for that.
no, you don't. That's a perfectly legitimate excuse.
But that's the truth.
It is the truth.
It's
There
not-
was a lot of beer. We established that.
Ugh.
Can I do the same thing? Can I do the same thing with charm? Are they at the boat? What? No, it's not my turn yet. All right, so I'll just shut up.
Okay. Meanwhile, Jack sees two guys coming up to him, and he's going to continue to hide and hope for the best. Mook 3 is coming up to the boat and going to search the boat.
Jack pretends that
But
he was passed out all this time.
really
if they
bad
find
at
him.
this and has not managed to see Jack yet. Seamus, the guys in front of you do not look like they're buying the story about that you're just fishermen looking for a place to take a leak.
We're clearly just gonna have to piss on the lawn.
What are you doing?
Writing my name in the snow.
I'm pissing on the lawn. Here we go.
Well, first it helps if I unmute.
First rule of gaming.
Yeah. Let's see here. Guess I'll just ready myself. I could try a psychology roll and blow it. Why not? Or persuade.
Do
Persuade
all
would
the
be very
social
harmless.
skills.
Yeah.
Once someone starts shooting, there's no going back.
Oh my god.
And what are you trying to persuade them of?
That we're a bunch of drunken Americans here, Colin, and we have no clue where the hell we are. And if you can kindly show us, to direct us to the nearest town, because we're kind of getting low on our beer supply, it would be really kindly appreciated.
Is this where the Queen lives?
Okay. Jesse.
It's at Bristol Ham or something like that.
Wait, so did that work?
Yeah, he passed his roll, right?
They haven't reached for weapons yet. They are still trying to figure you out.
Why would we reach for weapons? We don't look dangerous.
We look incompetent. And it's not just that we
Don't
look
you have a
incompetent, we
rifle
actually
and a shotgun?
are. I have
Yeah,
no
but
such
those
thing.
are on the boat, right?
Oh, they're on the boat. Oh, okay.
It's true. He did say they were on the boat.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. So, like, they're just standing there.
They have not made a move for weapons yet. What are you doing?
We'll just double down. I can't change the story now.
We told them the truth.
I can't change the story now. Otherwise, it's completely wrecked, right? So I actually asked them if I could use the bathroom in their house.
I'm gonna blow.
there's no other choice really. I can't start saying something else.
Okay. I
don't know. What am I missing? Am I missing something? Here we go. Freaking linear probability. I hate it. Next time we play this game, it's got to be in GURPS.
They call it the loo around here.
Like, oh yeah, that's right.
The loo.
All right. These
All right,
guys don't really know what to do with you yet.
Well, we don't know what to do with us yet.
And
What
Mook 4 and Mook 6 just kind of are looking at each other, trying to figure you out.
Someone tell a joke.
They're gonna.
Bill, it's all up to you. You're the only one who could save us now. Although I don't understand why on the.
They're gonna fail their psychology roll to try and figure you out. So they don't really understand what's going on.
We're just a bunch of dumb American tourists who are fishing and drinking, and now we need to pee.
This guy also is really bad at searching the boat, so he doesn't find Jack yet.
Someone offer him a beer.
Alistair, what
Let's see
are
if we can
you
like be
doing this
partying
round?
with these guys by the end of the session.
I'm gonna be like, gentlemen, we really, really need to use the bathroom. It's so
Come on.
my fingers are so cold I can't even feel what I'm doing. So can you please find it in the goodness of your heart to accept my 23 roll and let me in?
We've all been in this situation, right? Now,
Martin,
look,
it is back to you. What are you doing on this next round?
if we found you wandering around the British Museum needing to use the bathroom, you could be sure that we would let you use the bathroom.
Yeah, I just keep saying I tell the truth. Look, we were
I'm
fishing.
disputing that you're telling the truth. You are
That's what we
skulking
were
around. You said you were hiding and scoping out the place. The truth is not I needed to use the bathroom.
Well, we did need to use the bathroom, and we didn't want to be super obvious about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep up the story.
It's embarrassing for everybody involved.
All right.
But it's not my
All
turn.
right, who's
so
gonna take one for the team and start going in their pants?
Let's see if
I'll
they,
do it.
Look what you did now.
Let's
I'll do it.
see if they believe you.
This would be like the first time I've ever been in an RPG where I actually had, like, my actual character, like, actually had to urinate. It's kind of story you tell to your kids when
That
they're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
All right. Amazingly, they seem to be buying your story. They're like, look, this is private property. You can't be here. You can't go in the house.
Is
Get
there an
back on your
outhouse?
boat and go back out to sea.
Are they going to tell us like which is direction of town? Like I was asking.
He tells you, go, sail around the side of the island and follow the road back.
I'm not gonna make it.
Follow the bridge. Piss over the side of your boat if you need to, but you can't be here.
Piss off.
Let's go. All right, let's get going.
I make like, damn it! That's what we should have been doing all the time. I told you so.
All right.
Whoever gave us permission to leave.
They kind of frog march you back to the boat.
They were fine, Dark.
Amazingly, Tark got a hard success on his stealth roll, so they still.
Can we
so
just
the other
say
guys
he's
still
like
haven't
passed
found
out
him
from
yet.
drinking the extra beer, and then like he was just like ridiculously quiet?
Um,
Oh no, it's an emergency. Are we out of beer?
maybe he was passed out drunk. I'm not sure. That did happen in the last episode, so maybe he's still passed out.
We asked the guards for more beer.
I was just gonna say that. While we step in the boat, we're like, you wouldn't happen to have more beer, would you?
They just kind of glare at you and say, "Get the hell out of here," and never come
right.
back.
Not a beer drinking country. Got it.
yeah, we can't get that good ESB back home.
We've come a long way to get alcohol. Oh man.
They call it IPA, but it tastes like grapefruit juice now.
Well, that's good. I don't think you were going to survive that fight.
Sure, why not?
Sad I didn't get the rolls. I couldn't justify just having them beat you down.
Why not?
We're just some American tourists.
That's all right.
We're going to file a complaint at the embassy.
That is going to be like the #1 play for all our. That's like our MO. or just American tourists? You can pretty much get away with anything. Damn it. Don't you know who I am? I'm an American.
My name is Chuck Griswold, and this is my boy Rusty.
Rusty. I'll go by Ellen. You don't want to know.
Grandma's dead.
So they kick you back off on your boat, and you
We find Tark's dead.
Where's the dog?
We go 15 feet offshore and I'll pick up binoculars.
And if they're looking at us, I just piss off the side of the boat. All right, sorry, I missed what you said there, Eric.
I was, trying to figure out if you were all whipping your dicks out and pissing off the side of the boat as soon as you got
At
offshore.
some point we
but-
will. Whether anybody's watching us or not, that'll be a different thing.
No, we should make a point of like peeing on their dock and then taking off.
Whip them out, turn to them, salute, launch the
Like,
stream.
no,
That's exactly what we should do. We
Told
should
you.
pee on the dock and then we leave.
all right.
Is that what you're actually doing?
That's what he's gonna actually do.
All right,
Yeah,
Rusty,
if they're-
fire.
If they're gonna throw down over that, then whatever.
Moving
End up in jail in this town for exposure.
Exposure is only against the law if it's in a public place.
Wait, so there are no other boats on this dock, though, right?
No.
All right, so they'd have to go and find a boat to chase us.
Does it look like this dock can handle a very large boat?
Oh, good question.
Like how deep is the or like what?
No.
Yeah.
The guy that
draft.
rented you the rowboat told you that the shoals are very shallow here, and that you couldn't.
We have a
Couldn't get
rowboat. I thought we had like a sailboat.
No,
No,
you've got
dude,
a rowboat.
where you been? We have a rowboat.
We have a rowboat. Not even okay. Whatever.
It's actually better for quick getaways, right?
Unless you're like Captain Jack Sparrow and can set sail by yourself.
You're just gradually sinking.
Remember, this is the day you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
I mean, I don't know. I guess we leave. Unless we really want to piss on the dock, which I could get behind, I guess. But
Yeah, let's get out of here. Not getting shot is a good result, I feel.
Okay.
has anyone actually been shot in this game?
I've taken damage. I don't know.
I'm taking damage, but I don't think I've been shot.
Alejandro definitely got shot a couple of times. Back
Right
in
in the
Peru.
liver.
Really?
Yeah.
Right in the liver, Morty. Hardest working liver in the galaxy, Morty.
I don't even know where that's from, and it's funny.
Rick and Morty.
Okay.
Okay.
Got me, Morty. Right in the liver. The hardest working liver in the galaxy.
What is your plan?
This
Because
was my
the la-
plan.
because the
Someone
last
else
plan
come up
worked
with a
so
plan.
well.
I wanted to go boating. That's what we did.
I said we hit the local village and try to see what we can get out of the locals and see if they know of anything weird that goes along on this island. Or
But in all seriousness, so these were not the dudes that I saw in the binoculars.
No.
What the hell?
No, you're not sure where they came from.
GM Fiat.
Well, that's at least gives us a little more info on what's going on there. So clearly, there's better defenses than we initially thought or could visualize.
Yeah, so between servants and guards, there could be over 20 people here. I mean, right now, right? Presumably,
cool.
there's a ritual sacrifice. There'll be more dudes here.
So stealth is the way, unless somebody can get our hands on a couple tanks, mortars, rocket launchers, etc.
Go straight for the airstrike.
Yep.
So I don't know. Did we find out what we wanted to find out?
But like you said, the only thing we really found out is it appears to be better secured than just what is visible.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure I could have guessed that. Yes, there would be a whole bunch of people in the house by the time we got there.
Well, the guards didn't come from the house, right? They just came from somewhere else.
No, they came from the house.
They did not
They
come
came
from the house. They came up to the house.
Wait, they came up to the house? I thought they came out of the front door of the house.
No. Two of them went in the front door of the house.
I don't understand how these magic guys appeared.
They came up to the front of the house.
Because
So
we're
they
at the
came
back
From
of the
the
house?
path.
The roadside, which would have been from the bridge.
Okay.
What's your plan, guys? What are we doing now?
I say we try to get some info from the townies.
All right, that sounds
Okay.
fine.
Jesse's done with staking out.
Are you abandoning your campsite?
No, we can leave it there.
Why don't
We're
we
lucky nobody
clear up?
find it.
Yeah, but when we clear up, just in case they go a little more watchful on security and clean up a bit before we take off.
Yeah, we pack our stuff.
Leave a few things around to see if they did a sweep. Something that we can sort of maybe get a good grasp. Anyways, to see if they come around.
We should dig a pit trap. Cover it with branches and loose.
I thought you already did the can of strings or string of cans.
Well, I'm going to take that because that's useful. But we just dig like a 2-foot pit and put some like punji sticks in the bottom, smeared with feces, so they'll get a hideous infection. And then cover it with branches and loose leaves. So if they come tramping through our campsite and we come back and we notice like blood stains, we'll know they were there.
First Blood, the role-playing game.
Okay. How about what you're actually doing?
I thought we were doing what Bill was doing.
So packing up camp before we head to someplace in town.
Packing up camp, getting in the car, driving back to Walton on Naze.
Yep.
Well, we never went there, right? We drove straight from Chelmsford.
Where did we get the boat from?
You went to the other town.
The other one, yeah.
Something
Lesser
by the
Adel?
sea.
Derby something?
No. something by the sea.
Plankton on sea.
No, Plankton doesn't really exist in 25. It's
Goodness.
the other one.
Whoop whoop blim blam triple bottom.
Anyway,
It's complex.
doesn't really matter. Okay, so are you going to, so are you going to Walton on Naze? You're going back to the place you rented the boat, Clacton on Sea. Are you
Well,
going out to Ipswich or Harwich or Dunwich?
let's return the boat, pick up our stuff at the camp, pack it, and I guess go to Walton on the Naze.
Okay. Great. You go to Walton on the Naze. Tell me what you're doing in town. There's a nice little pub that you can.
The
And it's
drunk
about
American
dinner time, so you can go and get a bite to eat and chat some people up if that's what you want to do.
Yep, find a friendly public house.
We
There is-
gotta.
There is one.
Are there any Norwegians there?
There do not appear to be.
Damn it.
Port.
We had such a good time with the other Norwegian.
So, what are you looking to find out?
You listen for rumors. Roll a 1d6.
Is that a thing? I'm not actually sure, to be totally honest.
What's with that strange island over there? We were just out fishing, and a bunch of guys made us pee off the boat.
We should
Not very hospitable.
we should push that narrative, saying like we're incensed, right? Like we heard so much about English hospitality, and we were forced to pee off the boat by those like mean people at Misr House. What's up with that?
What kind of two-bit town is this?
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. So nobody in the pub really has ever been to Misr House.
is that in itself notable, but not very useful, I guess.
Several of the people kind of a little bit know they know of Gavigan, because several of them, Gavigan owns the property that they live on, but they've never actually met Gavigan. All of their rents are collected by an estate manager.
Is he well liked?
Everyone's kind of ambivalent about him. Like they've never met the man, but the rents are cheap. So seems fine.
Now, I think something's fishy there because nobody really likes their landlord. It's always something not working right or
If it's cheap.
not getting
Oh,
fixed.
these are farmers, so they just till the land. So
That's true, and they've had feudal society for ages.
not like in the U.S.
What else?
Children and pets go missing or something around here.
They just kind of look at you strangely and say,
Mysterious
"Is
things.
that a regular occurrence in America?"
Yep. Bat and gun violence.
Only near Chinese restaurants.
What?
Don't see any cats running around.
Or octopus, sharks, dogs, horses, lambs, goats.
What's next?
Okay.
Is this the area that was having strange murders occurring or something that was
Isn't that
away from
lesser?
London? Was
Isn't
this
that lesser
something we were
Edale?
looking at?
I feel like that was a different cursed town.
Yeah, they
Yes.
might have been.
Can I make a spot hidden roll to see if we're being followed?
Yes, you can. You don't
Ah.
see anybody.
Does anyone else want to try?
Jeez.
And everybody gets it when we don't need it.
Knife edge.
I'm gonna hold back.
You don't notice anybody so far.
It would have been hard to follow with us returning a boat and getting a car from the middle of the woods and packing up camp. And
Does anyone from the pub know anyone who lives or works on the estate, a Misr House?
No.
They don't draw their employees from around here.
No, they don't. They don't seem to know anyone who's ever been to the island.
now they know 5. We got kicked off. I hear they dance with goats under the new moon out there.
Just start rumors for 2 weeks.
Exactly.
If, hypothetically speaking, we were to start an angry mob to go there, would any of you be interested in doing that? We'll supply it generously.
Give you torches, pitchforks.
Yeah, we'll supply all the pitchforks and material. You just got to show up.
Are there any strange reactions from people in the public house when we start asking about Misr House?
No, people don't seem all that interested.
Mass mind control.
I mean, could I?
Oh,
Does that seem
Occam's razor.
Could I make is there any value in, could I make a psychology roll to see whether or not there's something off about this?
Sure.
Or, oh.
So you think that you're just dealing with a bunch of farmers who probably haven't ever been very far away from home. Um, they kind of know that their landlord is generally out there at on an island, but they don't really seem to have any reason to go looking for him.
Mm.
These are not the droids that we're looking for.
Does Misr House buy its everyday supplies like food and whatever from this place, or do they get it somewhere else?
So the guy you're talking to, no, come to think of it, I don't think I've ever seen anybody from there buying anything at the stores in here.
What's that all about?
Are they
They don't support the local populace either.
out of character?
Down with
Maybe they're supplied by sea. I don't know. That's pretty odd.
Why would that be odd since they have their own little marina there?
Well, you would figure that if it's in the state, right, just for cost reasons, you would get as much as you could from the local area because that would be cheaper. I mean, you
But
ever
they
guys
just
like
truck it all
Downton
in.
Abbey or whatever?
What's that?
Haven't any of you guys watched Downton Abbey or whatever?
No. This was a supply logistics was a large part of Downton Abbey.
Well, what should I call it? It was like they had the whole manor. It's part of the medieval thing, right? Like you see after the collapse of the Roman Empire, where because of the disruption of international trade, you have every manor becomes much more self-sufficient, and the manor supports the local economy, the local village.
Gotcha.
Like
You're not here, these bastards.
so nobody like from here goes to work on Misr House, like plumbers or painters, carpenters, like nobody.
No, not that I can think of.
And these farmers that own land, they don't sell any of their produce to Misr House.
No, actually, to mention it, no.
The old ones don't need to eat produce.
That is odd. That they're not supporting the local agriculture.
So
Truck it all in from London or something.
is how many like major roads are there leading to Misr House? Like, is there another road other than the one to Walton on Naze?
Oh
Like,
yeah, just the one bridge from Walton on Naze onto the island.
so if you wanted to go from Misr House to Harwich, you'd have to drive through Walton on the Naze.
Yeah.
Did people here notice like
What kind of crackpot planning is that?
so people here, does anyone notice like cars drive through the town on or around the new moon on a regular basis?
Oh, now you've done it. Are there different folks that appear here on
Yeah,
a monthly
like
basis?
6 guards suddenly appear out of nowhere.
Well,
Turbans around their heads.
there are always a few cars that seem to come through the town, but haven't really paid that much attention as to the comings and the goings. But there's always some traffic going on or off the island every few days.
So there isn't like the town doctor. He never goes up to the Misr House.
Yeah. Not that I'm aware of, but don't really keep track of that.
All right. And that dock, it didn't look like, or did it look like it could accommodate boats of like larger boats, like a big yacht or something even bigger than that?
No,
I thought we decided the draft was too shallow in the water.
draft was too shallow.
So there's like 20 people there.
Yep.
They must be eating like at least X number of cubic feet of food a day. And where are their supplies coming from?
It's like old school D&D, dude. There's like an ogre living next to a kobold. It don't matter.
The dragon is too big. You can't get through the door, but it's still living in room 15.
Right? Gelatinous cubes sweeping the hall. No one cares. Mass hysteria. Yeah.
How are we supposed to cut off their supply lines if we don't know where their supply lines are?
It's like we're like playing Axis and Allies. I feel like we're radically overthinking this. Although it's somewhat entertaining.
Well, look, there's like 20 people or more in my house right now.
So wait, what's the idea here?
We saw like 10 servants.
We pretend to be like
guards popped up
Amazon
at a door.
delivery or something.
I'm just trying to find weak points, right? or anything.
We need to determine their rations before we can lay siege to the castle.
I start building a trebuchet.
I feel like you and I did that once already, Carl.
What's that?
I feel like you and I did that once already.
Yeah, I still have it. Just gotta bring it over still. Keep forgetting. I don't know. Yeah,
we can't just. No, a frontal assault is a horrible idea. There's at least 16 people in there.
I say we climb the vines. I don't know. I think.
How many times are we gonna go to the voodoo shop?
There's a tunnel and it goes all the way up.
We'll go to the dock and start digging.
There's got to be a secret entrance out of the Misr House, right?
We got 3 weeks. If we start a sapping operation from the little outbuilding,
We'll hire goblins to do it. They work 24/7.
Oh my god.
Offers a feast.
This is why GURPS has a digging rule.
I mean, like, if people were regularly coming and going to the village, maybe we could, sneak in that way, or at least pump information from people who are like working up on the Misr House. I don't know. I do. There's probably like a secret entrance in there somewhere, though.
Oh, probably. I'm just like metagaming. Like, I feel like
Maybe underneath the house to near the dock or something like that.
no, I was just like, wait. What was I
Listen,
saying? Oh yeah,
original
metagaming
owner-
will probably have different opportunities on the day of.
The original owner went missing, hasn't been seen. Is there some way we could track him down?
Wait, we know this? This is a fact?
We discovered it at the
Registrar.
registrar.
Yep, you did discover that.
Well, that was like 9 years ago. He's probably dead.
Yeah, if he hasn't been seen for 9 years, so we can ask around, see if anybody.
Eliminated.
Although with the registrar, they didn't know.
Did they have a floor plan at the Registry of Deeds, or
They did not.
did not?
They don't care what you do inside your house, I guess.
And this is from, I forget, was it from the 19th century or something like that?
16th century.
16th century.
Yeah.
Architects are probably dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're not gonna need to roll for that one.
Yeah. I mean, or they're great old ones at this point, but either way, effectively dead.
I don't know. We try to track down the previous owner.
There was a previous owner.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't get his name, but it was at the registrar. They did fill us in on that. Previous owner went bankrupt, and
Oh yeah.
Gavigan bought it up, and the guy hasn't been seen.
Who owned the house before that owner in the like,
You don't know.
we don't know. You can go back and take a look at search the deeds, or search the change of ownership in the deed.
See if we can track down any information about it.
It went back further than you're looking that it would be back in the 1850s before the next most previous owner. So
Yeah.
again, people are going to be dead by this point.
Yep.
So darn dead.
Is Cthulhu? We could find a psychic and see if we can contact the dead.
Oh, didn't someone do that?
Yes, you guys did.
We walked outside and there was a psychic. Fairly random.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's got to be some kind of secret to getting into this place.
I mean,
And if there's no contracted outside housekeeping crew or landscaping crew or caterers or whatever we could sneak in with, there's got to be some other way.
Well, I tell you what. It's getting a little late. Why don't you think about it? Maybe talk to Tark about it. And you can decide how you want to handle it the next time we play.
The way I figure it is, if we're gonna go through the trouble of sneaking in, not knowing anything more than what we know now, we might as well just do it on the night of. Because let's say we get in, then what?
Right, there's a lot of time to kill between now and then, though.
Fast forward.
Yeah.
Just fast forward. I mean,
We can certainly hit the fast forward. I mean, I know you guys have
that's what I've
basically
been
want to
gunning
play
for.
everything out in real time, but
I do not want to play out 14 more days of this in real time.
Yeah. Let's say if we're gonna do that, let's I don't know, wire the bridge to below and cut off. If we're trying to escape, get over the bridge, hit the button, blow the bridge.
Find the plans for the
And
telephone lines, cut those.
That's it.
Get some flash grenades.
Cocktail waitresses to distract the dealers.
Oh yeah, we never found her.
This is what Ocean's 12.
Sadness.
You go distract the dealers, and then this guy's gonna go back. He's gonna blow the safe.
I don't know. So I'm thinking, unless someone's got like a real idea, we just get to the thing. But that's just me.
all right. Well, think about it, and we will get together next time, possibly in 2 weeks, possibly
Okay.
after 2 weeks. But we'll talk about that, and I'll get that posted on the site. Thank you for everyone who watched our somewhat dysfunctional stream tonight. And please feel free to like, subscribe, follow. I've got all the back catalog up on YouTube if you want to watch from the very beginning.
Can people comment on this thing?
More people comment live than comment
I see.
on YouTube, but
Yeah, never go to the comment section if you're in the videos.
Nope.
right.
I haven't watched any of these things because I hate the way I sound. Probably never will.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Have a good night, and we'll talk soon. Take care.
See you later.
Well,